I'm Johnny Bikes Anook. I'm here at the Vroom multi-brand flagship showroom featuring KTM, Bajaj, and Husqvarna. One more time, Husqvarna, or Husky if you like. This high-tech, spick and span showroom is a dream for the biker with street and adventure bikes, left and right. This time our Bikes Anook test ride is the Husqvarna Svartpilen. Svartpilen, by the way, means black arrow. There's also a white arrow. And back in the day, historical Husqvarna, there was a golden arrow as well. If you're in Southeast Asia, in Thailand, in Bangkok, come and visit Vroom. It's in the suburbia of Bangkok, and in about less than 2 years, the new BTS line, we call SkyTrain, will open, and the station is right here on the left. So, let me see now the impressions here. Johnny Bikes Anook and the Bangkok traffic. Now I'm in this small lane between Sinakarin Road and Nut. Oh, here comes a little off-road. Oh yeah, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Off-road. First gear, no problem. Here we go, slowly. Oi, 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 oi. Yep. So this is an urban scrambler, compact city bike. It's very agile, easy handling, and brakes, excellent of course, outstanding brakes. Our two test ride bikes are assembled in the Philippines. That's why the price is attractive. My bike here, the 400 Svartpilen Black Arrow, is priced at 239,000 Thai baht. And in front of me, the baby brother Svartpilen 200cc, priced at 139,000 baht. KTM engine, of course. You see the side indicator? You saw it? Oh, nice and bright. I mean, one of the best side indicators. Great design. LED, of course. You can see the full LED. This bike makes me a newbie. I always become a hooligan rider here. 72-year-old hooligan rider. Yeah! Oh my God. Johnny, take it easy now. Oh yeah. This one, it goes like a bat out of hell. My goodness. The power. This bike makes me feel younger. Oh yeah. And above me here is the BTS, the Bangkok SkyTrain, under construction. Hopefully the traffic will ease when it's finished in about 2 years, I hope. Let's do the walk around. Let's start with the baby brother, the 200cc. Let's look at the design, styling. Minimalistic, futuristic, but with some cool retro design elements like these big round LED headlight. Husqvarna Svartpilen 401 and the 200, 200 and 400. They're like twins. Design is exactly the same. The only difference is the engine, the 400cc and the 200cc, and the weight also. The 400cc here is about 5 kg heavier. Okay, now the cockpit feel is very, very functional. First of all, as you can see, I'm flat foot, completely. It's no ballet dancing here. I'm completely flat foot. This is just perfect. Fits me like a glove. So perfect. The mirrors are functional. There's no vibration. They don't shake, and they're quite easy to adjust. The only critique here from the cockpit feel would be the peg here. It's a little bit too far back, especially with my my knee problem. So I would like to have it just maybe 3, 4, 5 centimeters. Actually, I'd like to have it 5 centimeters, move the heads, then I could sit perfectly. And here's the rear brake is good. Excellent brakes, by the way, absolutely outstanding. Bosch full ABS, front and rear. Stopping power is outstanding. Both bikes, 200 and the 400. If you're into more hardcore riding and you want to ride without the rear ABS, you can have it disabled without cost, but only on the 401. On the baby brother 200 Svartpilen, the ABS is always on, you can't disengage it. Now the seat. The bike by definition would be not a cafe racer, but rather an urban scrambler, compact, perfect for zipping in and out of Bangkok from suburbia into downtown, just perfect. So the seat is a little bit too hard, and I would not go on a long distance ride like to my cottage up in the north of Thailand, 450 clicks. I would not, no, it would be too hard, no way. But in Bangkok it's perfect for, let's say, you're in the saddle for about half an hour, 45, 1 hour max, that's fine. But it's a little bit too narrow and too hard. Yeah. And then for the passenger seat, I wouldn't put my wife on the passenger seat, not really, no. Oh, by the way, we never say pillion, no, we use passenger seat or body seat, yeah. So what is this? In Thai,ภาษา Thai, Kurai ni arai. Looks good. It's got a function also. It's the luggage rack, but I wouldn't put a big bag here because then steering would be affected. But a smaller bag, fine, you strap it on here, good, all right. No. And then now it's time to go for a ride.
Hello YouTube, this is Kari and I'm sitting on Svartpilen 200. I spent 2 days riding the 401 and then we switched bikes with Johnny. So Johnny took the 400, I took this 200. So I've been testing both of these bikes in and out Bangkok traffic. And I have to say, if you are looking for a really nice commuter bike, out of all the bikes I've tested, these ones fit the Bangkok traffic the best. Because these are really narrow bikes. The engine is very lively, the acceleration is fantastic, I have to say. Also the brakes are amazing. The brakes are from Bybray with Bosch ABS, full ABS, front and rear, as Johnny mentioned. And as mentioned, these have KTM engine. So if you think about Duke 390 Adventure, well, the 401 has the same engine as well as Bajaj Dominar 400. And this one, 200, Duke 200, and then Bajaj Pulsar 200, all three share the same engine. But the way Husqvarna tuned the engines, these accelerate really well. And interestingly, if you think about KTMs, like the bike said, I've mentioned this before, the KTMs are ready to race. So if you take a KTM into Bangkok traffic, you feel like you need to go a little bit faster. The bike makes you go a little bit, let's say, aggressive. You want to go a little bit faster, but many times you cannot. Bajaj Dominar kind of sits in the middle, as you know if you've been watching our videos. I actually have Bajaj Dominar 400, so I'm very familiar with that KTM 373cc engine. Bajaj Dominar kind of sits in the middle, and then this Husqvarna, this is in the other end. It accelerates very well, but the way the bike is designed, it makes you feel like you are going really fast all the time. I guess it's the way this bike is a little bit short, and the way you sit when you're riding, you don't really see even the instrumentation. You kind of look over the bike, the whole bike. So this bike gives you the interesting feeling that you are going quite fast all the time, even though you're not. So in that way, it also makes it a very nice commuter bike because it doesn't make you aggressive like some other bikes do. It just makes you feel like you are moving nicely all the time and you are having fun as you go. Couple of little issues I have with these bikes. The first one is the seat. The seat is too hard and it's way too narrow. Like I said, the body of the bike is very narrow, but the seat is actually too narrow already, and it gets painful to sit on it if you have to spend more than, let's say, 45 minutes on it at one go. So this is actually the only bike I didn't really take outside Bangkok for a long ride, because I knew it would get really painful if I sit on it all day. So I saved myself from the pain and I kept it in Bangkok. Yeah, I wouldn't do long distances on this stock seat. Maybe you can change the seat and turn it into something more comfortable. And the other thing is that because the body is so narrow, it's difficult to grip the body of the bike with your knees when you accelerate. So it feels like there's almost nothing there when you try to grab the bike with your knees, squeezing your legs together. And the other thing is, again, like Johnny mentioned, the foot pegs really should be at least, let's say, 5 centimeters more forward. It happened to me a couple of times that I like to stand up every now and then when I ride a bike. And the way the foot pegs were placed, I almost slipped a couple of times off the pegs. So that's something to keep in mind. And also the fuel tank. The fuel tank is very small. It's about 9.5 liters. So again, that's something to keep in mind. But overall, I'd say out of all the bikes I've tested, these Svartpilens, these ones fit Bangkok traffic the best. The way these bikes handle and the acceleration combined with the excellent brakes, these bikes are super fun commuter bikes.
Johnny Bikes Anook, straight from Bangkok, Sector 11, at this all-day test riding event. Bikes Anook, today we're focusing on the Husqvarna. Husqvarna! Jättebra, ja, tack så mycket, tack. Bikes Anook, we're focusing on Husqvarna Svartpilen Black Arrow, 400cc and 200cc. As a newbie, a beginner rider, this bike, Husqvarna Svartpilen Black Arrow, fits me perfectly. I'm a newbie, I'm 72, I'm not young at heart, I'm 72 years old, and this is the type of bike that I can ride in Bangkok's often hectic, demanding, challenging traffic. Just bring it on. I love this bike. I'm actually planning to buy Husqvarna Svartpilen. By the way, you know that Thailand is a tropical biker's paradise. Case in point here, look at all the bikes. This is the Sumo bike wash, and here on the left side is the Sector 11. And also, as you might not know, is that Thailand is also a production hub for following brands: BMW Motorrad, Ducati, Harley Davidson, and Triumph. All these factories are like 40 to 50 kilometers outside Bangkok. Johnny Bikes Anook, straight from Bangkok. Thailand, tropical biker's paradise. Husqvarna Svartpilen, 400cc and 200cc. Price, 239,000 Thai baht, and the baby brother, 139,000 Thai baht. The bikes are available for test ride at Vroom, V-R-O-O-M, Vroom, on Lat Phrao Road in Bangkok suburbia. A test ride is recommended. I'm Johnny Bikes Anook. Please subscribe, like, and comment. See you.